My beloved one, listen to this moment because it is not like every other moment you have lived before. There are times in life where heaven bends close to the earth, where the veil between the unseen and the seen becomes so thin that even the angels tremble, waiting for your choice, waiting for your response, waiting to see if you will heed what is being whispered into your spirit right now. I beg you to understand that this is not an ordinary message. This is not something to postpone, not something to place aside for later, because later may never come. Michael whispers into your ear right now with trembling urgency, I beg you, and the echo of his voice carries into the chambers of your soul. Even God himself does not want you to skip this, for all 7 archangels are holding their breath in silence, waiting to see if you will awaken to the warning, to the truth, to the revelation meant for you. If you ignore it, if you walk away, this important alert will be erased forever, and the consequence of that silence will echo across your destiny in ways you cannot yet imagine. This is why heaven is pressing upon you now with such weight, such fire, such irresistible trembling urgency, because your life, your blessings, your very inheritance of joy, peace, and divine favor, hangs in this moment of choice. You are standing at the very edge of something, and you feel it in your bones. Perhaps you cannot name it, perhaps you cannot explain why your heart has been restless, why your nights have been filled with dreams that disturb you or fill you with strange wonder. Perhaps you have sensed that eyes are upon you, that something larger than you is unfolding, and yet you brush it away, telling yourself that maybe it is your imagination. But the truth is, it is not imagination. It is divine revelation pressing itself upon your awareness because God does not want you blind. The heavens have opened their books, the angels are standing in formation, and your name is written in their songs tonight. But the choice is still yours. Will you receive what is being poured into your spirit, or will you let it slip away as if it were nothing? Michael's voice is not like any other voice. It is the voice of a warrior who has fought for you when you did not even know you were in battle, the voice of an angel who stood between you and destruction when dark forces tried to consume you. There are battles you never saw, fights you never felt, because Michael lifted his sword of light and shielded you. And yet even now he is whispering with tears burning in his eyes, do not ignore this. I beg you. Imagine what it means when the very archangel who commands heavenly armies kneels beside you in humility, pleading with you not to dismiss this message. That is the weight of this hour, that is the urgency of this divine cry. You cannot simply walk away. You cannot shrug your shoulders. To do so would be to turn away from a miracle that has been sent directly into your hands. The heavens are trembling. The 7 archangels are holding their breath. Do you understand the magnitude of that? These beings of eternal glory, who have stood in the presence of God since before time itself was born, these radiant messengers who carry out the will of the Almighty with fire and thunder, are holding their breath right now because they know how crucial your response is. They know that this is the hinge of your destiny. They know that this moment will decide whether you walk into breakthrough or whether you walk back into silence, delay, and chains that were never meant for you. And so they do not speak. They hold their breath, waiting for you. Imagine the entire host of heaven pausing, leaning forward, waiting on your decision. That is the weight of this moment. That is why God Himself presses you not to skip this. You have asked for signs before, you have cried out in secret, Lord, if you are really speaking to me, if you are really guiding me, let me see something that is undeniable, let me know something that I cannot ignore. And here it is, the undeniable word, the undeniable whisper, the undeniable plea. It is no accident that your eyes have fallen upon this message right now. It is no accident that your spirit is stirred and that you feel something shifting even as these words wash over you. This is your sign, this is your undeniable proof, this is your answered cry. Heaven has orchestrated this exact moment so that you could not miss it, so that you could not say you were abandoned, so that you could not believe you were forgotten. You are not forgotten. You are chosen, and that is why the weight of heaven bends close to your ear with these words. There is a secret that has been hidden from you, something that has been unfolding behind the curtains of your life, and it is about to be exposed. God Himself is pulling back the veil, and what was hidden in darkness is about to be revealed in light. Someone thought they could keep it from you, thought they could deceive you forever, but heaven has said no. Heaven has declared that the time of hiding is over, that the time of secrets is finished, that the truth is coming like lightning and no one will be able to cover it. And this is why you are being urged not to ignore this, because if you turn away now, you will miss the moment of revelation, you will miss the unveiling that could have freed you, guided you, and placed you exactly where you need to be. Michael begs you because he has seen the cost of silence, and he does not want you to pay it. Do you know that even now there are forces that tremble when your name is spoken? Do you know that your life carries a weight you cannot yet see, that your presence in this world is more powerful than you have dared to believe? That is why opposition has come. That is why delays and betrayals have tried to suffocate you. That is why certain people who smiled at you carried knives in their hearts, waiting for a chance to pierce you. They knew your light, even if you did not yet know it fully. They saw your calling, even if you doubted it. They feared your rise, even if you felt weak. And so they conspired in shadows, they whispered in corners, they set traps in silence. But do not be afraid, for God has seen it all, and this is the hour where the traps are exposed, where the liars are silenced, where the hidden schemes are scattered like dust before the breath of the Almighty. And you must hear this because your safety, your blessing, your freedom depends on it. There is someone very close to you who has been pretending, someone who has wrapped themselves in false smiles, someone who thought you would never see what they carry in their heart. But heaven has exposed them. Heaven has written their truth in fire, and it will not remain hidden. Do not be surprised when what is whispered here unfolds in your life. Do not be shocked when people reveal themselves in ways you never expected, for the truth has been commanded to rise, and no one can stop it now. This is why you are trembling as you read, because your spirit knows it is true, your soul recognizes the vibration of heaven's voice. And hear this, beloved, you are not alone in this. Michael is with you. The 7 archangels are surrounding you. Their breath is held now, but their swords are ready, their wings are spread, their shields are lifted. They are prepared to move at the slightest command from your lips, at the faintest whisper of your agreement. This is why your response is so crucial. If you ignore, if you dismiss, the alert will be erased, the opportunity will fade, and heaven will step back because you have chosen silence. But if you agree, if you open your heart, if you cry out even now, "Yes, Lord, I receive it, I will not ignore it," then the armies of heaven move. Then the angels are unleashed. Then Michael himself goes forth with power you cannot imagine, cutting down every chain, scattering every darkness, and preparing a pathway of glory before your feet. You are safe in the arms of God, but you must trust. Trust is the key. Fear tells you to close your heart, fear tells you this is nothing, fear tells you to walk away. But faith whispers, stay. Listen. Receive. And God is calling you to faith in this hour. You are safe, rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you, but your safety is tied to your obedience. Trust Him. Pray to Him. Let your heart open and say, "Father, I hear you, I will not turn away." If you will do that, then what the enemy planned to use against you will turn in your favor, what was meant to destroy you will elevate you, what was designed to shame you will instead crown you with honor. Time is pressing. This is why the angels tremble. This is why Michael weeps. Because the clock is moving, the hour is short, the moment is now. Do not delay. Do not wait until later. Later will be too late. This is your moment, this is your divine intersection, this is the heavenly appointment written in fire upon the pages of eternity. You cannot walk away now. Open your heart before it is too late. Receive this word, embrace it, hold it close, and do not let it go. Heaven has bent low to deliver it to you, and now the choice is in your hands. God says, I beg you, do not let this moment slip through your fingers, for Archangel Michael whispers with trembling voice, even God Himself does not want you to skip this. All 7 archangels are holding their breath, waiting for what you will choose. If you turn away, if you ignore this, the important alert will be erased forever, and you may never hear it again. These words are not to frighten you, but to awaken you, because heaven itself is speaking directly to you in this moment, and the angels are surrounding you with light, urging you not to let this pass. Imagine the heavenly host gathered in silence, their wings folded, their eyes upon you, holding their breath for your choice. That is how important this is. Michael does not beg often. The protector of heaven, the commander of God's armies, the one whose sword has defended countless souls, does not bow his head lightly. Yet in this moment he kneels near you, whispering your name, whispering with a plea that shakes the heavens. He knows what is at stake. He has seen what is hidden. He has been commanded by God to bring this message to you, and he trembles because he knows your free will could turn away, and if you do, the words will dissolve like smoke, and you may never know what was meant to save you. God says that time is not endless for this matter. The window is narrow, and the enemy watches closely. The reason the archangels hold their breath is because this message is unlike any other, carrying not just warning but divine revelation. For too long you have been moving in uncertainty, not knowing who is for you and who is against you, not knowing why strange events unfold around you, not understanding why your spirit has been restless in the night. God says, it is because the truth has been hidden from you, carefully concealed, and only now, at this appointed hour, is it being revealed. Michael has seen the plots. Gabriel has heard the whispered conversations in the unseen. Raphael has touched your sleepless nights, placing healing in your spirit. Uriel has watched the flickering of danger around you. Each archangel knows the weight of this moment, and that is why they hold their breath, because heaven itself cannot interfere with your free will. Only you can choose to receive or ignore. If you open your heart, the truth will flood in. If you close it, it will vanish, and this very record may be erased forever. God says, you have prayed for answers, cried in silence, felt betrayed by people who wore false smiles, and wondered if he had heard you. He says to you now, I have heard every cry, every whispered prayer, every tear that has fallen unseen by men but recorded in heaven. I have never abandoned you. I have been waiting for this hour to reveal the truth. You are not forgotten. You are chosen. Michael whispers again, do not take this lightly. Do not think this is another ordinary message. This is heaven's intervention. If you skip this, you may wander for years in the same questions, the same pain, never knowing what could have been revealed in this moment. But if you stay, if you open your spirit, you will see what was hidden, and you will be strengthened. God says, there is someone in your life whose true face has not been shown. This person has moved close to you, sometimes with words of love, sometimes with gestures of care, but within their heart there are layers unseen, and the archangels have been watching. God says, do not be deceived by appearances, because the time for exposure has come. There are conversations behind closed doors, there are decisions made in secret, and you are the subject of them. Michael has been guarding you, blocking what could have destroyed you, but God says the time of exposure is now, so that you may walk in freedom, not in illusions. For too long, the enemy has tried to confuse you, making you doubt your own intuition, making you question your own worth. God says, "You are not crazy, you are not mistaken, what you felt was real." That uneasiness, that subtle warning in your spirit, that strange heaviness when certain people were near you, those were signals from heaven. The Holy Spirit was nudging you, whispering gently. You ignored it sometimes because you wanted to believe the best in people. God saw your heart, your willingness to forgive, your desire for peace. But He says to you now, the truth must come forth, because lies cannot bind you anymore. Michael says, "I beg you, listen. Because if you do, heaven will open your eyes. If you do, you will see what was spoken in secret about you. You will see why you faced strange delays, why opportunities slipped away at the last moment, why your blessing seemed blocked. It was not you, it was interference. Someone has been standing in the shadows, pulling threads, whispering words, trying to shape your path away from what God ordained. But no one can destroy what God has planned, unless you give them power by ignoring the truth. That is why we beg you to open. God says, the 7 archangels do not gather their voices in vain. When they hold their breath, it means destiny is on the line. You stand at a doorway between revelation and blindness. If you choose revelation, chains will break. If you choose blindness, you will continue in confusion. But heaven is giving you this one chance, this urgent alert, because you have reached the appointed time. Michael is not ashamed to weep. He has cried before God for you, interceding that your eyes be opened, that your steps be protected, that your destiny not be stolen. He loves you with a love that is fierce, protective, and pure. He has fought battles you never saw, striking down forces of darkness that circled your life. He whispers now because the matter is delicate, because the enemy would erase this message if you look away. That is why the words say, if you ignore it, this important alert will be erased forever. This is not symbolic. It is literal. It will be gone if you turn from it. God says, you have wondered why doors seemed locked, why people you trusted suddenly turned against you, why relationships carried hidden strain. It is because someone carried a mask, someone spoke one way before you and another way behind you. This duplicity has been the thorn in your path, but you were not meant to suffer in confusion forever. The angels are exposing this now. Michael whispers again, time is running. You must know. Heaven is with you. But you must not dismiss this moment. It is your decision. Choose to stay. Choose to see. God says, He has placed before you a path of restoration, a path of freedom, but you cannot walk it blindfolded. You must know who is for you and who is against you. This revelation will be painful, but it will also be freeing. The pain of truth is far lighter than the bondage of deception. And once you know, heaven will release blessings that were delayed, because no longer will they fall into wrong hands. The 7 archangels lean close now. Their breath is held, their wings poised, waiting for your choice. Michael's sword glimmers with light, ready to cut away the cords that bind you. Gabriel holds the trumpet, ready to announce your freedom. Raphael holds healing in his hands. Uriel burns with fire to illuminate the hidden. Raguel stands with scales of justice. Ramiel waits with mercy. Sariel stands with judgment. All of them look to you now. God says, "My child, I love you too much to leave you in the dark. That is why I have sent my messengers. That is why I commanded Michael to whisper to you. That is why the heavens are silent now, waiting on you." Do not think lightly of this. Do not push it aside. Heaven itself is watching. You are not alone, you are not forgotten, you are not unloved. You are at the center of a heavenly gathering, and your choice in this moment matters more than you know. Michael whispers once more, "My beloved child," there are moments when heaven itself leans so close that the air trembles with divine urgency, and today is one of those moments. I beg you, hear the whisper of Archangel Michael, for his voice is not his alone, it carries the weight of eternity, the echo of God's own command, and the tender breath of all 7 archangels standing in solemn silence. They are holding their breath, watching you now, because this is not like the other times you turned away, not like the moments you thought you could ignore the signs and still walk untouched. This is different. This is a moment carved in the eternal book of destiny, and if you skip this, if you turn your eyes away even once, the message will vanish, erased forever from your path, and you will not find it again. God Himself, who loves you beyond comprehension, does not want you to make that mistake. Michael is begging, his great wings trembling, his sword lowered not in battle but in sorrow. He is whispering into your spirit, "Do not let this slip from your hands. Do not walk past this warning. Do not think that tomorrow will wait for you, for tomorrow is already being written, and what you do right now will change its lines forever." The angels have surrounded you, child, not to frighten you, but because they see something hidden in the shadows, something you were never supposed to face alone. They see the forces that wanted you broken, and they see the truth that was concealed from you so carefully that you never suspected. And now the heavens shout, the time of exposure is here. God says to you, "I will not allow the lies to continue. I will not allow the people who tried to bury you to succeed. I will not allow my child to wander blind anymore." That is why this message has found you, not by accident, not by chance, but because there are no accidents in the kingdom of God. Even your trembling, even your confusion, even your doubts, they are all part of the moment when heaven intersects with earth and insists that you stop, open your eyes, and listen. Michael's tears are real. You cannot imagine what it means for an archangel to cry, for their eyes see eternity, and yet when they look at you, they break. They break because they know how much you have carried, how much you never told anyone, how much you suffered silently while pretending to be strong. They break because they know what was whispered behind closed doors about you, the plans that were drawn against you, the envy that clung to you like poison in the night. They break because they know how close you came to losing everything, and how even now there are people smiling at you who are secretly plotting to see you fall. God says, "No more." Heaven has drawn the line. The earth may not yet know your name in full. If you believe me, type Amen. My beloved child, there are moments in life when the veil between the divine and the earthly grows so thin that heaven leans close to whisper secrets into the soul, and this is one of those moments. God is speaking, the archangels are waiting, and even the breath of eternity seems to pause, because what you are about to receive is no ordinary message. It is not a casual word, not a fleeting inspiration, but an urgent cry from the highest realms, sent straight to your heart because your destiny is too precious to be lost, too vital to be erased, too sacred to be delayed. This is why you are being told, open this now before it is too late, because there is something hidden in the unseen that only God Himself can reveal, and all of heaven longs for you to hear it. Michael, the great archangel who has defended you countless times in ways you did not see, whispers now with trembling urgency, even God Himself doesn't want you to skip this. That statement is not to be taken lightly. For God, who grants free will and honors your choices, rarely insists so forcefully. But here He is, sending His angels, summoning their voices together, pressing this word into your soul, because your path stands at a crucial threshold. There is something waiting in your future that could either be lost forever or embraced with divine power, depending on whether you listen now or turn away. And so, the archangels, Raphael, Gabriel, Uriel, Michael, Jophiel, Zadkiel, and Chamuel, are holding their breath. Yes, all 7 of them are watching, waiting to see if you will listen, because they know what hangs in the balance. They have fought battles on your behalf that you cannot imagine, battled forces of darkness that tried to strangle your blessings, silenced voices that spoke against your name, cut cords of curses spoken in secret, and stood guard over your spirit while you slept. They are weary, but they will never abandon you. Yet even they tremble now, because the time is fragile, the moment is decisive, and this message, if ignored, will vanish into silence like a dream you can never recall again. Beloved, God says, do not let this be erased. Do not let the words of heaven fall away as though they were nothing. This message has been carved into eternity, delivered through angelic hands, and wrapped in divine urgency. If you ignore it, it will not be repeated, because it was meant for this moment only. The Spirit of God moves in rhythms and timings you cannot always understand. Just as the tide rises and falls, just as the seasons change, so too do divine opportunities come and pass. If you do not grasp them, they slip away. That is why God is pleading with you now through the whispers of Michael, through the collective silence of the 7 archangels, through the pressing weight of heaven itself. Listen, my child, before it is too late. You have cried in silence when no one saw. You have prayed prayers that felt unanswered. You have walked through nights when the darkness seemed unbearable, and you wondered if anyone cared, if God had forgotten, if heaven still saw you. But God says, I saw every tear. I counted every breath. I heard every silent scream of your soul. And though it seemed as though I was far away, I was closer than your own heartbeat, closer than the air in your lungs. I carried you when you stumbled, I shielded you when you were vulnerable, I kept you alive when danger tried to take you. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are not invisible. This urgent message comes because you are on the verge of something you cannot even fathom. The enemy has been working overtime to blind you, to discourage you, to make you give up right before the breakthrough. But the heavens are declaring, breakthrough is near, destiny is near, blessing is near, protection is near, and the love of God is covering you more fiercely than ever before. The enemy wanted you to skip this message, to scroll past it, to ignore it, because he knows that if you truly receive it, chains will break, doors will open, fear will lose its grip, and your faith will ignite like fire. Do you understand why Michael whispers with tears in his voice? Do you see why all 7 archangels are holding their breath? It is because this moment is not just another ordinary second in your life, it is a divine turning point. You are standing at a door, and on the other side is what you have been waiting for, praying for, dreaming of, but the key is in your faith. If you listen, if you believe, if you take this word into your heart and hold it, the door will swing open. But if you ignore it, if you dismiss it, the door will close, and this exact opportunity may not return again. God says, do not be afraid. Fear is the greatest weapon of the enemy, but I am with you. Rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you, for I have commanded my angels concerning you, to guard you in all your ways. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned. You are safe in my hands. You only have to trust me, pray to me, and lean into me with all your heart. My beloved, I know you doubt yourself sometimes. You wonder if you are worthy, if you are enough, if you are strong enough to carry what I am asking of you. But hear me clearly, you are chosen, not by chance but by divine design. Before you were formed in the womb, I knew you. Before you took your first breath, I set you apart. Your name is written on the palms of my hands. Your destiny is engraved in the scrolls of heaven. No force on earth or in hell can erase it unless you let it slip from your grasp. That is why this urgent message comes to you now, to awaken your spirit, to remind you of who you are, and to stir your faith to rise again. Michael stands beside you at this very moment, his sword of light gleaming, his eyes filled with love and strength. He whispers again, pleading with you, do not ignore this. Even God Himself is asking you to hear it. All of heaven is waiting. Your life is too precious to lose. Your blessings are too great to miss. Open your heart now. And as He whispers, Gabriel prepares to deliver new messages of guidance to you. Raphael extends healing to the wounds you still carry. Uriel shines light on your path to reveal the truth. Jophiel brings divine beauty to your spirit to lift your soul from heaviness. Chamuel surrounds you with love to restore your heart, and Sadkiel brings mercy to wash away your guilt and regret. All seven are working in unity around you now, covering you like a shield, guarding you like an army, lifting you like wings of fire. Do not underestimate how serious this is. This is not a game, not a coincidence, not something you can take lightly. This is the voice of eternity bending low into your world to say, do not let this be erased. Receive it. Believe it. Trust it. Pray it. Because your next chapter is waiting, and heaven has prepared it for you. So breathe deeply now, child of God, and let the Spirit wash over you. Feel the peace settling in your heart. Feel the courage rising in your veins. Feel the assurance that you are not alone and never will be. The one who created the stars calls you by name. The one who commands the archangels defends you. The one who conquered death itself lives within you. This is your moment. This is your word. This is your divine alert. Open it, hold it, treasure it, and never forget that you are loved beyond measure, protected beyond comprehension, and destined for greatness beyond imagination. God will be with you always, rest assured, nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe. You only have to trust Him and pray to Him, and everything will unfold exactly as it was meant to. My beloved, you have been brought to this moment for a reason beyond what your eyes can see and beyond what your ears can hear. There is a trembling in the heavens tonight, a silence that is not ordinary, a silence that speaks of urgency, of holy attention, of something so rare that even the seven archangels who stand closest to the throne of the Almighty have paused, holding their breath in reverence and in divine anticipation. And in the midst of this stillness, a whisper has reached you. It is not just a whisper from Michael, the defender of your soul, but a plea, a cry wrapped in the deepest urgency. Michael whispers, even God Himself does not want you to skip this. Open it now, for if you let it pass, this important alert may be erased forever. Do you feel how the air shifts when such words are spoken? Do you feel the weight of heaven's call pressing gently yet urgently upon your spirit? This is no ordinary moment, no casual message. This is the Father bending low to reach you, to remind you that you are not forgotten, to awaken you before it is too late. For there are times in your life when delays are harmless, but there are also times when hesitation can cost more than you imagine. Right now, the heavens are warning you that this is such a time. God is with you, and He says, "My child, do not fear. Rest assured that nothing will go wrong with you. You are safe in my arms, but I need you to listen. I need you to trust me fully and pray to me without distraction. Because in your prayers, in your trust, in your willingness to open this divine alert, I will reveal what has been hidden, I will protect you from what was meant to destroy you, and I will lift you into what was prepared for you since the beginning of time." Do not underestimate what is unfolding here. Heaven rarely holds its breath. Angels rarely weep with longing for a soul to simply open, to listen, to act. But right now, you have reached a turning point, a threshold where everything can change in your favor if you will not ignore this call. Imagine, beloved, the 7 archangels, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, Michael, Raguel, Sariel, and Ramiel, standing around you in a sacred circle, their eyes fixed upon you, their voices hushed, their wings folded in anticipation. They are waiting for you to receive this, waiting for you to respond with trust, waiting for you to say, "Yes, Lord, I will open, I will listen, I will not delay." Michael is whispering because he knows how close you came to missing this moment. He knows how the enemy has tried to blind you with distractions, fears, doubts, and endless noise. He knows that your life has carried heavy burdens, and sometimes you feel too tired to hear, too overwhelmed to notice. But tonight, Michael is not commanding in thunder. He is pleading in a whisper, because he knows your heart is weary, fragile, and in need of gentle guidance. He whispers because whispers reach the soul differently. They bypass the outer armor of worry and sink directly into the core of your spirit. His whisper is love disguised as urgency. Do not ignore the trembling of heaven. Do not silence the whisper. This is a rare and holy visitation, and you are chosen to receive it. God is saying, "I beg you, my child, open this now, for if you turn away, this chance may vanish. It will not be because I stopped loving you, but because certain divine doors only open in appointed times. If you walk past this one, it will close." That is why the archangels hold their breath. They know that eternity hinges upon moments like these, and they long for you to see, to accept, to embrace what is being given. The Father sees your tears, your hidden prayers, the questions you dare not even voice. He knows how many times you have asked, "Lord, do you really see me? Do you hear me? Do you care?" And today, His answer comes with undeniable clarity. Yes, He sees you. Yes, He hears you. Yes, He cares with a love so deep it moves heaven itself to silence on your behalf. That is why He has sent this message. That is why He has stirred the archangels to pause everything and focus on you. You are not standing in ordinary time right now. You are standing in a divine appointment. Heaven has bent low, and the Eternal has stretched his hand toward you. Will you take it? Will you trust? Will you believe? You may not see it yet, but all of heaven is ready to act on your behalf if you will align your heart with this urgent call. Even now, there are forces that hoped you would ignore this. Shadows that hoped you would scroll past, dismiss it, or bury it under the noise of the day. But God says, no. Not this time. This alert is for you. This warning is for you. This chance is for you. Do not allow it to be erased. For once it is gone, it cannot be restored in the same way. Beloved, close your eyes for a moment and breathe. Feel the weight of this message settle into you. Heaven is asking for your attention, not to frighten you, but to rescue you, to prepare you, to bless you. The archangels are holding their breath, not in despair but in holy anticipation of your yes. And Michael is whispering with the tenderness of a brother and the urgency of a guardian who refuses to let harm come near you. God assures you, you are safe with me. Nothing will go wrong with you as long as you trust me. Do not be afraid. Pray to me, open your heart to me, and I will reveal the truth. I will shield you from what was meant to harm you. I will give you peace in the storm and light in the darkness. I will take your trembling hand and lead you to the place I prepared for you. And so, this moment stands before you like a holy door. On one side lies the familiar, the doubts, the fears, the waiting, the missed opportunities. On the other side lies the divine, answers you prayed for, protection you did not know you needed, blessings you could not imagine. The door is open now, but only you can choose to step through. God is whispering, pleading, begging you not to miss it. The archangels are waiting. Heaven is holding its breath. And Michael leans close and whispers again, do not ignore this. Open it now, before it is too late. Beloved, I leave this with you not as words on a page but as a living message, a fire meant to burn within your heart. Do not put it aside. Do not delay. Trust God. Pray to Him now. For He is with you, and in His presence, nothing can harm you. If you believe me, type Amen.